Russian President Vladimir Putin made a major statement in an interview with India today, offering one of his most direct and assertive positions on the ongoing Ukraine conflict to date. Putin declared that Russia will drive Ukrainian troops out of Donbas and fully liberate the region, stressing on December 4 that Moscow intends to achieve complete military and administrative control over the territory. And now, Putin's remarks delivered just hours before he landed in New Delhi reveal how firmly Moscow has set its objective in the Donbas campaign. Putin's words make Russia's intention absolutely unambiguous, and I quote, "Either we liberate these territories by force of arms, or Ukrainian troops leave these territories," Putin said, issuing a stark ultimatum that underscores Russia's hardened stance. The interview follows Putin's recent meeting with US envoy Witkoff, where the two discussed a Washington-drafted Ukraine peace proposal that has stirred major geopolitical debate. Trump's 28-point plan reportedly asked Kiev to surrender Donetsk and Luhansk in the Donbas, terms that Ukraine flatly rejected as unacceptable and deeply compromising. Putin argued that the prolonged fighting could easily have been avoided, insisting that Kiev chose to fight despite Russia's repeated warnings and proposed alternatives. Hear what he said, and I quote, "We told Ukraine from the start, the people don't want to stay with you. They took part in referendums in 2022 and voted for their independence," Putin emphasized, defending Russia's position. "Pull back your troops, and there will be no fighting. But they chose to fight," he added, placing full responsibility for the conflict on Kiev's decisions. These remarks come as Russia recently announced the capture of Pokrovsk, leaving a large Ukrainian military formation now trapped and encircled on the battlefield. Putin also claimed that Russian forces have successfully broken through hardened Ukrainian defensive lines in northern Zaporizhia, marking another major strategic gain. For several months, Russian troops have been steadily pushing Ukrainian forces back across multiple fronts in Donbas, consolidating control over key towns and supply routes. Moscow asserts that Kiev is struggling to replenish manpower losses despite enforcing harsh and sweeping mobilization measures across the country. According to current battlefield assessments, Russia now controls an estimated 19.2% of Ukrainian territory, a figure that has remained consistent in recent months. Crimea was annexed back in 2012, while Luhansk formally followed in 2022 as part of Moscow's expansion. In Donetsk, Russia now holds more than 80% of the region, marking one of its deepest territorial gains. Kherson is roughly 75% under Russian control, and a similar 75% of the Zaporizhia region is also held by Moscow. Beyond these, Russian forces occupy multiple pockets across Kharkiv, Sumy, Mykolaiv, and even parts of the Dnipro region, further widening their footprint inside Ukraine. Donbas, short for the Donetsk Coal Basin, has been the central battleground of Russia's decade-long invasion and a region deeply tied to conflict since 2014. The Donbas consists of two strategically significant regions, the Donetsk and Luhansk oblasts, which hold immense military and political value. This region stretches across the Seversky Donets River and forms the heart of Ukraine's heavy industrial landscape, making it vital for both economic and logistical reasons. Donetsk serves as the industrial powerhouse of eastern Ukraine, rich in coal reserves, steel production, and extensive Soviet-era infrastructure. The region is symbolically linked to Soviet-era authority and reflects Moscow's long-standing influence over Ukraine's political, cultural, and industrial spheres.